What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sauce It Up with the WingMan, where we take your regular recipes and we sauce them up. This week, we'll be showing you how to cook a steak to perfection, along with my personal recipe to bake macaroni and cheese. And then we'll also have seasoned corn cobs and a store-bought Caesar salad with our own personal flair to it. So stay tuned. I hope you're ready to sauce it up. Here's the list of ingredients that will be used to complete today's meal on Sauce It Up. Alright, now first things first, gotta make sure we get these hands sanitized. Of course, we wash our hands in between, each segment. But, to start off, just to be extra careful, get these hands sanitized, because you know what's going around. Got to be careful these days. You hear me? All right, so I'm gonna open up these 3 porterhouse T-bone steaks. Get prepared to season these. Got to get deep down in there with that seasoning by hand. Got to get your hands on the meat, man. Pause. extra pause on that. But get this seasoned up. The seasonings we're going to use today, we're going to use some salt, we're going to use some pepper, we're going to use some Zatarain's blackening seasoning, a little seasoning salt, and then a little sprinkle of Sazon. Yeah, that's one of my favorite seasonings is that Sazon. So, yeah, check it out. When seasoning steak, the key is to get all your seasonings on both sides of the steak. Rub them in real well. The thicker the steak, the heavier you want to go with your seasoning, just to make sure those flavors are represented throughout. You still get that good taste of all of your seasonings that's represented when the steak is cooked. And my last seasoning, my final touch seasoning, is Mrs. Dash garlic and herb seasoning. So that's my last spice to go on the steaks. And now they're ready to cook. Now I'm stirring up these macaroni noodles as they have came to a boil. They're ready to go. So they're ready to add all the components to get this mac and cheese ready to be in the oven. Now the noodles are nice and tender. Don't want them to overcook because they're going to continue to cook once they go in the oven and all the cheeses are added. So I'm going to turn them off, drain this water, get them in the pan, and start the process of cheesing. All right, now we're ready to season our macaroni. The first thing I add is country crock. Get a nice big spoon of that. Then we're gonna go with Lowry seasoning salt, of course. Some Sazon, that's my go-to seasoning again. Nice bold flavor. Makes the macaroni taste really, really good when accompanied with those cheeses. It brings out a good, really good flavor. Then we're gonna go with some Italian seasoning. Grill Masters honey sriracha, just a splash of that, just for a nice little flavor. You don't want it too spicy, but it gives it a good flavor component as well. And then we're gonna put some sour cream. I love sour cream. It's something I add. Sometimes I use milk, sometimes sour cream. It just gives it a nice creamy factor, and just like I said, it's one of those things that marries really well with the different flavors of the cheeses that I add. So check it out. Okay, now that we have a good layer of seasoning on the macaroni and got it all mixed up, we're gonna start adding the cheese. We have 2 bags of sharp cheddar. Then we're gonna add some mild, some Kobe Jack, a little mozzarella, some Italian. We're gonna mix those up, and then we're gonna put a nice layer of Kobe Jack over the top, and that'll be the melting layer at the top that gives you that nice crispy flavor and layer that you look for when you take the macaroni out of the oven. So check me out as I sauce it up. Oh yeah, little tip right here. This is one of my little secrets. I add a little oil to the macaroni. Helps the noodles be a little more fluid. So yeah, definitely still that. You can use vegetable oil, olive oil, or you could add more margarine or butter or whatever you want to add to. Now that the macaroni is all cheesed, we're gonna get it covered up and get it in the oven. The main thing you want to do when you cover it up is leave like an air pocket in the foil so that top layer of cheese doesn't stick to the foil while it's in the oven. So got that together. Now let's get it in the oven and let it cook. Okay, so now we're ready to cook our steaks. We got a hot pan that's been heating up. Gonna add some butter to, some fresh garlic, and we're gonna get that stirred up. Now we got the hot pan sizzling. We're gonna add the steak. We're gonna let it cook for about 45 seconds on each side. Get a nice color, just keep flipping it. And then we're gonna pull it off of the heat, get it in the pan, and then we're gonna put it in the oven to let it cook the rest of the way through. tell you. Yeah, here go them 3 T-bone porterhouse steaks. All 3 have been pulled out the skillet. That nice hot pan. Got a real good color on both sides of both. Now they're gonna go in the oven. Got the oven at about 375. Just gonna let those go in there for about 10, maybe 15 minutes and cook all the way through. I like my steaks medium well, and they'll be perfect. Now it's time to move on to the side salad and the corn. But first, sanitize me, please. Gotta make sure we stay on that. Okay, so with this Caesar salad kit, basically all of the ingredients are there. I like to add a little seasoning. Damn, can I open it? But I like to add a couple of other seasonings, and one of my favorite salad dressings is the Olive Garden Parmesan Ranch dressing. Excuse me. So I add that to the Caesar, the croutons, the pepper and Italian seasoning, and the fresh Parmesan cheese. So very simple. And just mix that up, and you got a salad for the family. Now we moving on to the corn. We got our corn cobs on the side here that we've had out defrosting a little bit. We're gonna get a couple squares of butter in the bottom of this pan, and then we're gonna fill the pan with our cut corn cobs, season them up with large seasoned salt, a splash of Sazon, and also a sprinkle of the honey sriracha. Get a nice flavor and a little spice to the corn. It'll go in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, and it'll be perfect. Nice golden, a little crispy, just like I like it. It's just about ready. I really do this. Let's get it. Going in the oven. It's the last thing. Now, it's really cracking. We got the red onions, mushrooms, fresh jalapenos, what I like to add to my steak. Got those sauteing. And now that they done, the masterpiece is out of the oven. Just listen to this. And now we begin plating. Starting with this. Man. Don't lick your screen. Don't bite your phone. I know you want to. This is fire. Now we add the steak out of the oven. You can see all the way cooked, nice and tender, so perfect, man. Look at that. Now this one we sauce it up. Look at those caramelized peppers, onions, mushrooms. That's that drip. And now, the meal is complete. It's your side salad, mac and cheese, porterhouse T-bone, covered in those caramelized peppers, onions, and mushrooms, and your seasoned corn on the cob. You've officially been sauced up. Thank you for checking out another episode of Sauce It Up with the WingMan. It's been a pleasure dripping sauce on y'all. Until next time.